Previously at Bend City Council.
Hi, I'm Councilor Gina Franzosa, and this is your June City Council recap. This month, City Council adopted several strategies to create more affordable housing options across our community. The average rent in Bend is not affordable for 8 out of 10 occupations, and according to the Oregon Housing Needs Assessment, over the next 20 years, Bend will need to add 33,000 housing units affordable to households at various income levels. Council voted to change the Bend Development Code to allow for 2 accessory dwelling units instead of just 1, and to allow for a new type of housing in Bend, row houses. City Council also passed a resolution to award $4 million for the construction of affordable housing. These funds came from the Pathway to Removing Obstacles to Housing grant, which was awarded to the City of Bend by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Funds will be given out through the city's existing application process overseen by the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee. Every year, the city invests an average of over $1 million in community development block grants and affordable housing fee funds into affordable housing development. Adding the $4 million in grant dollars to this amount will enable more developers to build more needed housing much more rapidly. As a reminder, the grant funds are restricted to developing housing that is affordable to those earning 80% of area median income or less, which is about $90,000 per year for a household of 4. Continuing with the housing theme, Council adopted a resolution to establish the Housing Options Made for Everyone, or HOME Committee. That temporary committee will evaluate additional subsidy and incentive tools for new housing development and make recommendations to the City Council for consideration. Rounding out Council's efforts to spur housing, City Council approved the use of tax increment financing to support 7 multifamily housing projects across the city, including 2 within the core area urban renewal area. Tax increment financing, otherwise known as TIF, provides development assistance in the form of property tax rebates. Those rebates are only available to housing developments that meet specific criteria, including affordability requirements. As a reminder, tax increment financing does not reduce existing revenue to tax districts like Bend Lapine Schools and the Deschutes Public Library, and it does not increase taxes to any property owners. City Council adopted a resolution to convert most of our fleet vehicles to be all electric. Our climate goals include reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by the year 2030, and the city's fleet currently contributes 17% of our overall greenhouse gas emissions. Council received an update on the proposed design and construction costs to improve Franklin Avenue from Harriman East to 8th Street. Franklin Avenue, a major thoroughfare in the core area, serves many community needs, making a key east-west connection for vehicles, pedestrians, and the Bend Bikeway. Council directed staff to evaluate lower-cost options, recognizing the need for near-term improvements that will integrate with the future urban development of the core area. City Council voted to amend the Bend Municipal Code related to signs and murals. The changes, which were based on input from the business and greater community, include more flexible standards for portable signs, such as A-frames, and greater flexibility in how murals can be installed. Check out the June 18 Council agenda by visiting bendoregon.gov/council agenda if you want to learn more. Council adopted goals and a budget for 2025 through 2027 at our final June meeting. Thank you to everyone who provided input. The goal-setting process was guided by feedback from our community advisory bodies, community organizations, and city staff. Our goals for the next 2 years focus on public safety, the environment and climate, housing, transportation, operating an effective and accessible government, and our local economy. City Council issued 4 proclamations this month, recognizing the first Friday in June as Gun Violence Awareness Day, the month of June as Pride Month, June 14th as the United States Army's 250th birthday, and June 26th as KPOV Recognition Day. And finally, on June 24th, Council joined the Bend Central District to celebrate the completion of 2nd Street. The city's work to improve that corridor marks the first of many improvements in the core area. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about the work of your city council, head to bendoregon.gov/council. We'll see you next month.